Take it off, sir. R to the J, and I'm rolling with DJ Lil Lash. You already know for sure. Lil Lash, let go.
So, welcome back, SNS family. So today we're gonna get into some topics. Well, nothing really going on. The music ain't hitting, so my favorite day of the week. So I figured we get into some news. So here we are. We're gonna get into some news. Might be offensive, so beware. I'm gonna start off the running the clip, and then I'm gonna figure out what happened at the end, and that'll be that. So, without further more, let's get into it. Let's go. Okay. Is this his son? Okay, alright. So, it said, trial. Alright, so this is his son. Obviously, he's on a treadmill. His son is on a treadmill. You see him back there. Alright. Okay, I see they working out together. This is what, 6 minutes long. I have to speed it up to see what's going on. He's working out. Treadmill. I ain't never seen it. Okay. What are you doing? Watch this out? Or you turning it up? Or you turning it up? Okay, so y'all, obviously he's turning it up to make him run faster. Okay. He's turning up again. That boy running like he on crack. Get that workout in. Oh, he fell. Oh my God. He fell. He was running. That's not funny. He was running like he was on a track. He fell. He had it up too high. Oh no, he did not. Not did he just pick him up and put him back on the treadmill like that. Yo, really? Yo, oh no, this gonna piss me off. This gonna piss me off. He's turning it up again. He fell. He's fall. Hey yo, obviously it's too fast for him. Why you keep turning it up? Like what's wrong with you? You turn up and turn up. He's running, he's running, he's running. Like this is a treadmill. You're supposed to get your exercise in. Run, not outrun yourself unless y'all doing a race or a marathon or getting ready for something like that. But still, y'all working out. Like, come on, yo. Come on. Like, yo, He's falling. Like, again, he sound like he out of breath. He's back on the treadmill. Okay. He's turning up again. Look at his face. Look disgusting. Alright. He's out of breath, yo. He's out of breath. Like, really? He turned up that treadmill like he was racing for his life. You hear me? He is really out of breath. I'll be out of breath too. What are you turning up the treadmill like that for? Alright. Now I'm trying to figure out what's really going on. Let's see what's really going on. Okay.
17-year-old Brianna had a son named Corey Michello. Christopher was the father, but he did not know that at the time. He only learned about this later when Brianna sought child support. From that point on, Christopher and Brianna shared joint custody. In March 2020, Christopher was awarded full custody of Corey because Brianna had difficulty regulating her intake of substances. Christopher lived in an apartment in Barnegat, New Jersey, and Brianna lived in Englishtown, which is about an hour north. There was a lot of tension between Christopher and Brianna. Now moving to the timeline of the crime. On March 20, 2021, Christopher and his son entered the fitness center for the Atlantic Heights apartment complex. This is the apartment complex where Christopher lived. A surveillance camera captured their activity. Initially, Christopher was lifting weights as his son was on a treadmill. At some point, Christopher went over to the treadmill and increased the speed. Corey was unable to keep up and fell off the treadmill several times. Christopher could be seen picking Corey up and putting him back on the treadmill. After a few of the falls, Corey stood up on his own and tried to jump back onto the moving treadmill to continue running. He fell, slammed into the belt of the treadmill, and was thrown backward onto the floor. At one point during this ordeal, Christopher appeared to bite Corey's head. Corey sustained bruises during this incident. When his mother Brianna saw them, she filed an emergency order for custody, but it was denied on April 1, 2021. That same day, Brianna picked up Corey for scheduled visitation. She brought him to see a pediatrician. Eventually, Corey was evaluated in a hospital. He was discharged at 1 a.m., now on April 2. Brianna kept Corey that night and brought him back to Christopher at 9:03 a.m. At 3:48 p.m., still on April 2, Christopher brought Corey to the Southern Ocean Medical Center in Manahawkin. He told medical providers that Corey woke up from a nap, slurring his words, stumbling, nauseated, and experiencing shortness of breath. As a CT scan was being administered,
I bet so. You had that man on a treadmill going crazy.
Corey started having seizures. Medical providers attempted to save his life, but they were not successful. Corey was pronounced dead at 5:03 p.m. Christopher did not wait around to see what would happen next. Rather, he left the hospital. He drove to Tennessee before returning to New Jersey. On the next day, April 3, an autopsy was performed on Corey's body. The medical examiner ruled that Corey's death was caused by blunt force injuries with cardiac and liver contusions, acute inflammation, and sepsis. At that time, the manner of death was ruled undetermined. On July 7, 2021, Christopher was arrested and charged with endangering the welfare of a child in relation to the treadmill incident from March 20.
As he should.
Even though this was a serious charge, falling on the treadmill did not appear to cause Corey's death. Christopher was released on bail. In September 2021, Corey's case was reviewed by a forensic pathologist. The pathologist believed that 4 to 12 hours prior to Corey's death, he sustained blunt impact injuries to the chest and abdomen with laceration of the heart, left pulmonary contusion, and laceration and contusion of the liver. On March 3, 2022, Corey's manner of death was ruled homicide.
That was wrong. That was so wrong. He had that boy running like he was sprinting, okay? And like you heard the man say, he had seizure, he was out of breath, they tried to perform him, he passed away, but they don't think that was the real cause of it. They feel like he beat him in the process of that. Like, that's crazy. Oh man, that, and then try to run. Get out of here. Lock him up. Throw away the key. Sorry to say, that's a child, yo. A child. Oh man. Well, today's actually the 10th. Today is the countdown. 5 more days before my B-day. Y'all know how we rockin'. Y'all already know where we at. Y'all already know we be at. And the SZA. Holla at me.